marriage is not all about sex. Yes, ladiness will shock you. That each fantasy. Hey besties, you're welcome back. It's another story time vlog on my channel. Well, just sit, relax, and open your ears attentively to listen to this story, because this hot, juicy story is not here to be joked with. Like, I'm going to spill out all the teas about having a threesome in your marriage. You don't want to miss out on this juicy gist. Oh my god, let's dive right into it. But before we go into this big, fabulous, juicy gist or gossip, well, if you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Prudence Holly, and if you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I drop a new hot video like this or a new vlog. Let's dive right into this hot video. Well, before we start, I just want to say most people don't really know what a threesome is, so I'll be explaining it now. What's a threesome? A threesome is when you bring another person into your bed, or your matrimonial bed, or into your marriage. If you're still dating and not married yet, is when you bring a male or another female to join you and your partner to have a sexual intercourse. Well, it's some people's fantasy, but it's also some people's nightmare, and it has also destroyed some home and also made some home up. Well, that's what a threesome is. But for this particular story, it was about a married couple, yes, and they actually brought another lady into their home to have a threesome with them. So it all started like this. I think the marriage was 18 years or so, and the man was usually, or is usual, or was, because I don't really know if he's still doing it, was usually sleeping around. He comes back home late. He doesn't, most times he doesn't sleep at home. So when the wife confronted him, obviously your wife, your partner, obviously find out like something is wrong somewhere. She will actually monitor your footstep, you're going out and you're coming in, your behavior at home towards her and the children. So I think she noticed something was off in her home, her marriage, and so she confronted the husband and asked the husband about it. So it's, according to her, because it's not my story, disclaimer, this story is not mine, because I will not have a threesome in my home. Yeah. So she confronted her husband and told him what she had been noticing in the marriage, in their matrimonial home, that he usually comes back late and isn't happy with her. He doesn't want to have sex with her, and so on and so forth. So he came clean. Yeah, he came clean and told her the reasons why he's not happy in the marriage, in the home, and he suggested, yes, he made the suggestion that they should look for a partner. They should look for another person to join them in bed, like on bed together. And because that is not her belief, she has never done that before. She's not a wild woman, or she was never a wild lady growing up, you get, because most people do this, they are wild. Like I don't know where you get the guts to do such thing in your marriage. Yes. So she declined. After, when she declined the husband's request to look for another partner to join them in bed, yeah, the man stopped eating her food. He stopped talking to her. He comes home and just goes straight to bed. He doesn't even attend to the children. He doesn't show that fatherly love. He doesn't show the husbandly love. The home was just disorganized. And after some time, she was just, because you can't just tell your friend, if you have close friends, you can't just tell your friends that look, this is what my husband wants me to do, and look, this is what he has been doing at home. That issue alone is what you have to sit down, maybe pray about it, or talk to a pastor, or go for counseling, you get, or marriage counseling. So she after some time of the husband misbehaving at home because she declined his request, so she finally accepted to bring another person, a lady for that matter, into their home to try out this threesome. So the day she accepted to do this, the husband was so happy. He ate her food, he took her out on a date, he did things he had never done with her for a very long time. He made her happy that day. So the next he gave her list of sites, because you can't just go random on the road and say, or see someone and tell the person, come be my husband and I's partner. No. She didn't do that. So the husband gave her a list of apps or sites that she can go and browse and look for a lady suitable for her. It is, in the sense, he's trying to make her turn into a lesbian. Well, this matter is so tough. So after some time of searching for the perfect lady or the perfect person to try this act with, she finally saw someone she liked on this site. I don't know the site, but she finally saw someone which her body accepted, and she contacted this lady and invited her over to her home. All expenses, travel expenses was paid by the husband, and then when the lady came over, they negotiated on how much she'll be giving, or how much the husband will be giving her after each fantasy. Each devilish fantasy, yes, because for you to bring another person to your home, you don't even know if the person is coming to take your husband from you. You don't even know if the person has other motives, or the person falls in love with you. But because it's devilish, it's not something of this world. So they tried that when she came and everything. I think that particular day they tried the threesome, and it was, according to her, it was awesome. The girl was with her, the husband, we were taking turns and everything. So after some time, the lady comes, go. They were still keeping in contact with her, because for them the lady was the perfect instrument for this stuff, this fantasy stuff they were doing. So they were still in contact with her. After some months or so thereabouts, I don't really know, I'm not really sure, the husband asked the wife if they could make this second fantasy lady, this toy, because for you to do that, she's a toy obviously, if they can make this second lady a second wife. Oh my god, jaws drop. And she was in disbelief at first, but not knowing that all those while the lady was coming and going, they were having fun, the lady and the married woman were actually having an affair with themselves, like, because he turned his wife into a lesbian too. She was loving the other lady, they were having how will I put it, a love affair together. They were, the woman and the side, no, I won't call her a side bitch, no, and the second woman, the toy, yes, the fantasy toy, were loving each other. They were having, if the husband was not around, they would have intercourse together. Most times when the husband comes back from work, they would drug his food with hard drugs so that he can sleep and not touch any of them, and their two would just be together having their lovely time, because that's what they wanted. They wanted to just be together. So when the husband came up with the idea of let them make her the second wife, she accepted immediately. She didn't have to think about it, because the husband likes her, and she herself, she's in love with the other woman, and the other woman is in love with the wife. So the husband quickly arranged for the second marriage, and everything was processed and everything was done so quickly. And after some time in the marriage, because yeah, you'll be having your sexual fantasies together, but after some time of those fantasies, everything will die off. Like, everything you are experiencing now will wear off soon. Those fantasies of yours, you get tired of it, you get me? The wife and the other lady, the second lady and the fantasy lady, was actually tired of the husband. They wanted to be alone. They just wanted to relax, enjoy themselves with no man, just the married woman's kid. So what they did next will shock you, because the husband was enjoying everything. He was satisfied. He was thinking, perhaps he was thinking he was the luckiest man alive, having 2 wives, living together without issue. So what the wife did, because they needed funds to elope and be together with her love, that's the other lady, what the wife did was she started extracting money from the husband. The other lady started extracting money from the husband too. So when they gathered the money together, they eloped, they vanished. They went out of the house. They moved their things out of the husband's house. They took the kids along with them, and they moved out, not to be with the husband again. In the sense, what I'm saying, that the husband literally turned his wife into a hardcore lesbian. Now she's having her fine dream life with a woman instead of the husband. Now the husband is alone. He destroyed marriage. The kids are no longer together with the husband and wife. Instead, or rather, they are together with a woman and a woman, living together as wife and wife, or lovers. You see, most times this fantasy you're talking about, why don't you try it when you were young, your university days? Why don't you try it when you were still growing up? Rather, you decide to get married and try something out of the ordinary in your matrimonial home with your partner. You're not scared if your partner will get the lady pregnant. You're not scared if the lady has a severe disease that is incurable. You're not scared if your wife will elope with the other woman or the other man. I've seen most cases, or I've read most cases, whereby the wife wants a second husband, yes, and then she brings in a second husband, and she has a first husband there. Most men are so gentle that they won't want to leave that wife. Why most men are so brutal that they will just kick you out and be like, since you want to be with 2 men, be with only one. I'm moving out. You get me? But in this case, it turned. The clock hand turned, and the wife moved out with the lady. At first, she wasn't really into having a threesome. The husband pushed her into something like this. The husband made her turn into this monster. It only takes the grace of God to deliver you and to call you back into your marriage without all those strings attached, all those fantasy life attached. Try them. Maybe you're old now, but you would have tried it when you were younger. Your university days, your secondary school is too early. Your university days, your youthful days, not when you're married. No, couples. I've heard even married couples in this area where I stay, and most area in Port-Harcourt, I've heard stories. I'll be giving you guys lots of stories about issues and things like this. You may think it's all fantasy, I'm enjoying my sexual life. Marriage is not all about sex. Yes, marriage is not all about sex. It's just having your partner with you, your best friend. Your best friend is your partner, your husband is your partner, your wife is your partner. So you guys should learn how to stay together. If the sex is not enough, give your time space inside the house, focus on the word of God, and come back together, and the sex life will be awesome. Yeah, talking from experience. So guys, I hope you loved and enjoyed this short story of mine, and please don't forget to subscribe and tune in for another juicy story, because the next one will be juicier than this. Mwah. See you guys later.